In the heart of Olympus, in an age when gods and mortals still walked side by side, Persephone was born, the daughter of Zeus, king of the gods, and the goddess Demeter, mistress of crops and fertility. She was called Kore, the maiden, and the oldest poems say, such as the Orphic hymns dating from c. 600 BC, that her beauty was as pure and radiant as the morning dew on the wheat fields. She grew up under the watchful eye of Demeter, who kept her away from suitors, as no crown on Olympus would be worth the sacrifice of her only daughter. It was a clear day in spring, when Persephone and her companions were picking flowers in the valley of Nysa, near the sanctuary of Eleusis, where the oracle, basically a priest who transmitted the will of the gods to the people, was quietly prophesying to the priestesses. Among daisies and poppies, Persephone spotted a daffodil so perfect that it seemed to have been woven by Aphrodite herself. She knelt down to touch it, and the ground beneath her feet shook. The earth opened up like a dark book, and Hades, god of the underworld, emerged in his ebony chariot, pulled by horses as black as night. "Mom, help me!" Persephone tried to scream, but Hades wrapped her in a tight embrace and took her to the realm of the shadows, where the river Styx whispered secrets to the damned. The distant clicks of the chariots faded away, and the astonished friends found only the silence of the valley. Meanwhile, Zeus watched from above, preferring to keep quiet so as not to displease his brother, while Helios, the all-seeing sun god, smiled sadly as he saw the maiden disappear into the abyss. When she heard about the kidnapping, Demeter despaired. She wandered all over Greece, from Crete to the Peloponnese, in search of Kore, until she was advised by Hecate, the goddess of crossroads, to consult Helios in her flaming chariot. When the sun god revealed that Hades was holding her captive, Demeter shouted into the wind, "If Persephone doesn't return, the whole world will wither!" And so it happened. The crops stopped flourishing, the wheat dried up in the middle of c. 1000 BC, and the cities finally bent the knee to beg for mercy. Zeus, cowed by the cries of the starving mortals, proposed a deal. "If you prove that Persephone was forced, I'll bring her back. If not, she'll stay with Hades forever." Hades, cunning, offered the reluctant bride pomegranate seeds, the red fruit of the underworld. "Just a few," he assured her. "But whoever eats gives a bond to the underworld. Each seed consumed seals a piece of the soul." When Persephone stood before Zeus and her mother, she replied in a trembling voice, "I want to be with my husband." Demeter, furious, accused Hades of deceiving her daughter, and a new storm of fury hung over Olympus. To prevent the earth from dying for good, Zeus decreed, "Half the year, Persephone will stay with Hades, the other half with me and her mother." In the words of the ancients, those 6 months in the underworld became fall and winter, bare fields, biting winds and seasons of hunger. When she returned to Olympus, spring and summer were reborn. Flowers sprouted, leaves turned green, and birdsong filled skies and valleys. Thus, according to Greek mythology, the seasons were created. The fall and winter months were when Persephone sat on the throne of the underworld next to Hades, and the spring and summer months were when Persephone was reunited with her beloved mother, Demeter. Hades and Persephone are generally seen as having a stable and healthy relationship, and the two have mutual affection and respect for each other. Of all the Hellenic deities, Hades and Persephone were one of the few who remained faithful to each other. In Hesiod's Theogony, you'll find a complete list of the various women with whom Zeus and Poseidon lay, but the only one with whom Hades is associated is Persephone, his wife and queen. What may lead Persephone to love Hades is his persistence. In the myths, he continually pursued her because he loved her so much. He also doesn't treat her like a child, as her mother Demeter does. Instead, Hades sees Persephone as an important woman who deserves to be loved.